Have you managed to lose all of your money in crypto like yours truly, like me, will take it from yours truly, the one and only crypto expert? I am Grady. We're all Grady. Be easy. Ha ha, Jordy. Love you guys. Here's what you need to do. If you've lost all your money in crypto, go mindless irresponsibility with your money. You sell your wife, you sell your kids, you sell your husbands, you sell it all. You sell your kidneys, you sell your home, you don't pay your mortgage, you give it all. You go into Jewel. What do you do with your jewel? We're going to talk about that here in just a second. You go into Heroes, baby. You go to that tavern, buy up all the heroes, but we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Okay, what do we do? What do we do with our money? All right, every last penny in that bank account. Do we worry about tomorrow? We live for the here and now, baby. That we don't worry about tomorrow. We scrounge every last penny we can possibly get. You sell everything in your home, everything in your apartment. Sell it all. Boom, put it in the DeFi Kingdoms, baby. That's what we do. Just kidding. Do not take my amazing financial advice from this non-amazing financial advisor YouTuber sitting in his house who's managed to lose all of his money right here on, in the crypto space. We got all kinds more falling out happening. We got Celsius that had $12 million in FTX. We have Genesis, a big, massive one. Genesis does a lot of different things. They're all over the place, billions and billions and billions of dollars, like half their money or something was in FTX. Man, it's crazy. We got Mr. Boombasta, Lime. That's right, 99% DFK allocation. I love it. Man, Stomposaurus. We got Stomposaurus in the house, baby. I love it. Welcome, my man Link in the house, all in. This is what we do. Okay. So something to think about here right now. Should we be getting into C-Jewel? Well, press pause because we're probably not going to be earning as much right now. We've probably seen our earnings come down from C-Jewel. Why? Because the summoning event is over. It was 10% of all the summoning fees went into the jeweler. Now it's 15%. So that's been increased on this recent new C-Jewel upgrade, which is the bomb. Okay. But summoning is going to go way down, obviously. So now we're going to probably see that because people are probably all summoned out, right? We're all selling our jewel. We're buying up crystal. That's what we're doing for getting ready. I can't believe it, how much jewel is pumping in spite of the market not pumping. Jewel is just, and even crystal is like up, right? I mean, it's already up to 26 cents. It keeps going. It's not slowing down, boys and girls. What is going on here? I mean, I've been expecting just a mega jewel pump. So it's like so hard to know when to buy, when to sell, when to buy, right? Because it's fickle. It's weird that jewel is, for months we've been saying this, especially for weeks, why jewel is such a microcap coin. Okay. So what should we be doing with our jewel? Well, the raffle snapshot is over. Happened last night. Raffles about 23 hours ago. What time is it? 22 hours ago. 20 hours ago ish. Okay. 21 and a half hours. Something like that. So crystal it's at an all-time low versus jewel. Okay. Well, yeah, that might be right. That might be right. Crystal might be in an all-time low, and that's going to keep, that gap is going to keep widening because you can't really compare the two tokens anymore. So much has changed. And so here's what I'm doing with my jewel. I get those jewel rewards from the jeweler and I put it right on in to the jewel USDC pool, baby. And I want to hold that jewel in preparation for the Serendale 2.0 launch coming up right away. What's today? Today is November 16th. So what? We got 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, baby. For some of you guys, and like out there, if Noonie pops on here, you know, in Australia or something, it might be 4 days. It's coming, baby. Sergeant Filthy Mick Nasty is in the house. He's filthy, and that boy, man, he's nasty. He's Sergeant Filthy McNasty, baby, in the house. I love this guy. Secretary of Offense. That's right. I love it. Infinite War in the house. I love it. Philip Flores. Hey, lower wedge is 2 crystal per jewel. Hey, that might make sense. For Like in my mind, Jewel should already be at $1. So I thought Jewel might dump quite a bit because we have a lot of falling out happening in the markets. More House of Cards is going to collapse. Celsius looks even worse now. I'm imagining Voyager can't be looking any better, certainly, than it was. Jewel to 50 cents at Clayton launch. Hey, what do you think? I don't know, because with the market dumping, what's that going to do to the Jewel price? Well, maybe it's not affecting the Jewel price as much because maybe there's less Jewel tied in with Bitcoin and other assets that are dumping in the gardens. That makes sense, because I'm thinking by the time Serendale 2.0 launches, we see this percentage going down because the overall number is going up. We've gone from, 300 some thousand total deposited here. Command plus. Okay. It's gone from 300 some thousand to pushing 900,000 there. Okay. So good thing they increased the pool allocation to this one, made it even more incentivized. Okay. But that incentive is, come down. It was 105%, like a week or so ago. Now it's 67-ish, 66%. Okay. And we see maybe this pool going down, right? The Jewel BTC, or that's Crystal ETH, Crystal Jewel. Okay, that's not going down. I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe that is down. Did that hit $1 million? I don't know. The Jewel ETH pool seems down, but I'm not totally sure. I think Jewel will keep going after Serendale 2.0 because they'll be locked in, right? We got Gardens. We got the Jeweler for Serendale 2.0 coming soon, right? And so for more raffle tickets are coming. So people are probably taking a break from summoning for the most part, right? So we're not going to get a ton of fees going on in that Jeweler. Okay. Never fear though, because as the game continues to progress and do well, and as more people come in doing more trades, doing more summoning, doing more things in the ecosystem, okay, that's gonna, if more people, like for example, let's say more people come in and dump more money into the Jeweler. Well, if more people are coming into the game, that means more transactions are happening, more summonings happening, more stuff's just happening in the ecosystem, which is also going to pump the fees allotted to the Jeweler that we get in rewards. So that's probably a net win, not a net loss. If more people keep dumping into the Jeweler, that's not going to hurt necessarily our returns. But short term, like probably over the next few weeks, we're not going to see that Jewel in the Jeweler popping as much, right? So I definitely wouldn't be going into the Jeweler right now, right? Because you just missed the Genzio raffle, kind of missed your window for that. If you want to get into a Jeweler, you're going to want to do it on the Serendale Jewel, but how much, right? That's the question. How much activity will there be in Serendale 2.0? How many new users are potentially from Asia, different places, Singapore, baby, coming in to the game? Maybe a bunch, right? So I was talking to Crypto Baby H last week, and Crypto Baby H is saying that DeFi Kingdoms is a lot more on the map, like the crypto ecosystem world map, than any of us know. It's very closely followed by big dogs, big players. It's much more on the map than we know. We got Born to Die 007. Oh, we got Crypto Baby H in the house. Starbuck in the house. Ryan. Hey, I love you guys. Okay, so I heard from a Dolphin Jewel to $10 by 2025. Okay, Philip, here's my price point for Jewel by 2025, $100. That's okay. My 3 to 5 year price projection, if the game succeeds, if all is going well. Okay, if all's going well in the game is a success, and PvP is awesome, and lots of people want to do it, and PvE is fun, and more people want to come in, join the game. There's for Jewel to flip where Axie Infinity was 8 months ago or so, however long it's been, at Axie Infinity's all-time high. Maybe it's closer to a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. Okay, Axie Infinity was over a $20 billion market cap. I think this success, doing well, next bull run, boom, could easily hit where Axie Infinity hit. If all that's why we're so invested in the game. That's why we're mindlessly irresponsible with our money. And we jump in headlong into the game, baby, because it's the one of the best teams in all of crypto, if not the best team, the dream team of all dream teams in crypto, with Beetle Dude, baby, with Dreamer, with Frisky Fox, with Hubert Cumberdale, and now alongside Mr. Zipper is part of the staff. I love it. All kinds of awesome staff with Magnus, Pinecone. I mean, it just, the staff doesn't get better. I mean, it can't get much better, but it just keeps getting better. I love it. Crypto Baby H, love you in the house. Worm, we got Mr. Sir Worm himself, the most generous DeFi Kingdoms giver of all givers. He's always giving stuff away, always giving away gifts. I love this guy, Mr. Sir Worm. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'd buy one, but no need since I'm winning 3 of the raffles. I love it. This man, Stamposaurus, he went all in. That's right. He's going to win all 3 raffles because how many dark summons did he do? How many regular summons? How much Sea Jewel did he put in the jeweler? I love it. Okay, so my concern a little bit, in the short term with Jewel is all the market fallout. The house of cards is going to keep crashing down. My overall sentiment in the short term for the crypto market is not super bullish. I'm expecting Bitcoin to maybe drop down to 14K, 12K ish, maybe. We'll see. I think from my understanding, there has been some more short liquidations happening, which continues to artificially pump the market. Okay, that's what we've seen so far since all the FUD with Solana. We knew that all that unlocking of Solana last week, about exactly maybe 7 days ago, we were expecting, I think it was a last Wednesday night, Solana, we were expecting it to dump hard, 50 million Solana tokens being unlocked. Well, it turned out only about 30 some million were actually unlocked. And one wallet had 52 million, and we're talking in millions here, Solana liquidated from a short squeeze, one single wallet, let alone all the other liquidations that happened from Bitcoin and everything. We got Josh in the house. All that stuff happening, okay, has artificially pumped the market. But the market sentiment hasn't been this low in quite some time. We even see like Tom Brady taking off the laser eyes. Because Tom Brady, I think, got burned pretty bad with FTX. A lot of people getting burned. Okay, heroes can be sold. I have 99 problems in holding on to heroes is definitely one of those. Okay, so that's another thing. Let's talk on heroes here. We've talked, okay, I did 52 regular summons, Crypto Baby H, and 15 dark summons and staked in Sea Jewel. I'm hoping for one for the Unity Guild, baby. Right in the description, not far down, is Unity Guild. Okay, especially if you're new to the game, that's where you want to jump into. We were talking other game plans. Hey, check it out. We got Raph in the house, baby. Okay. So with heroes, right? Okay. So, oh man, you got burned in BlockFi, Mike? Did you not get it out of there? Oh, BlockFi withdrawals, to my understanding, were still open up to even like a few days ago. Dang it. Okay. I hate hearing that. Now it just looks bad. There's going to be more fallout. We haven't heard much from crypto.com. That's good, but I'm still very worried about crypto.com. The only exchanges I would have any money in would be Binance, Binance.us, and Coinbase. I wouldn't. And then go DeFi all the way with most of your funds is what I'd be doing. Okay. And so with heroes, right? The dark summoning is more of a tool than it is like a big, huge deal, right? But dark summoning, you don't want to be doing much of. You just want to use it to dump your crap heroes. Okay, so with that being said, we didn't see, I was hoping for like a monumental 100,000 heroes burned, right? So we've just recently seen the regular summoning raffle event happened. So in which who knows how many heroes were regularly summoned in 1 month's time for that raffle. I think it's tons. Now we didn't see a ton of dark summons, but it was still a fair amount. What, 25,000 maybe or so, 28,000. I'm not. Yeah, maybe it even hit 30,000. Let's take a quick peek. I doubt there's been a whole lot happening today of dark summons, so this is probably going to be pretty close. Okay, probably over 29,000 heroes were dark summoned. Okay, and who knows how many summons happened? I'm sorry. I looked at the overall population. Maybe over 23,000 dark summons, or half that, deaths happened. Okay, from dark summoning, which is like what, 11,000 and some change, 11,500 probably or more dark summons actually happened, killing over 23,000 heroes there. And so, because that wasn't as a significant event as maybe what a lot of us had hoped, which is okay. They just didn't want to go overboard with it. Hubert's reason, I wish we could have had another week maybe to sit down with Hubert and talk about it. Like, even with the averaging down of the summoning of the rarity, what they could have done was balance out, still have that rarity floor average down, but they could have maybe balanced out the difference between like an uncommon and a rare. If you're summoning with a legendary and uncommon, for example, or I mean a legendary and a common, the floor was uncommon, they could have then balanced out some of that rounding down aspect into the rare, and maybe split the chances for an uncommon and a rare to 50-50 or something. That was another thought I had that would have incentivized more dark summoning, but that's okay. Didn't happen. Okay. So dark summoning, not something we want to do a whole bunch of. Still good though. Still a good tool to use, especially if you have 2 crap heroes you want to dump. It's all good. What's up, Eric? David Tippett in the house. I love it. Right here. This man. Okay. I haven't done much here communication because I've been in a deep dark funk even today, like nonstop over the weekend, just trying to get all my stuff out of all the zillions of different DeFi protocols that I've been in for so long, that I had put my head in the sand on, which you never want to do. Don't ever put your head in the sand anytime you're providing liquidity on different DeFi protocols. Oh my gosh, it's like killing me still. Okay. So Eric, what's up, Grady? Dark summoning doesn't seem to make much sense. That's right. Especially now with no raffle. I mean, at least before you got a raffle to get out of it with increasing chance, but I didn't do nearly as much as I thought I would. Okay. In the dark summoning. And so you only want to destroy your crap hero. That's right. But then they just make another crap hero because it's still based on parents' crap genes. Well, okay, Eric, if you always dark summon to pair the abilities, okay, and always use, if you're dark summoning, they have summons remaining, always use all the summons, so I didn't dark summon any Dread Knights, which I almost thought about it. I was maybe going to, but like I would only have summoned a Dread Knight with a basic mythic hero, or depending on the rarities, to try and get a Dread Knight with a better rarity. I was maybe going to do that with several, but I didn't. Didn't recommend summoning Dragoons and Sages either at all. But when you're summoning basic heroes together, you want to make sure their abilities match. Okay. And then you have better chances for rarity, which is worth it. And if they have some summons remaining, use them, because it does help with the rarity. And I did get some mythics and stuff and legendaries, some rares from that, but not a whole bunch of success really, but a little bit. Okay. So Aphex in the house, baby. But Eric here is my video editor that, we're still trying to sift our way through figuring out how to best, team up together. Yeah, we had only 3 mythic dread knights before dark summoning. Now there's about 10. That's right. So on a macro scale, now we definitely have way more dread knights. We have way more we probably have just way more heroes of everything overall, would be my guess. Okay, so with the heroes, floors, and things, where's the hero floor right now? Let's go take a look. I'm guessing it's probably going down now, right? Okay, so and then on top of that, what we're gonna see, okay, it hasn't gone down much. Interesting. Hasn't gone down at all, really. Since before the summoning event, I thought we might see hero prices tank. And on top of that, we're going to have another up and coming summoning event happening on Serendale 2.0. So the fallout of this, unless we have a bunch of new users popping in, right, from Asia, different things. I was just chatting with Pouring. What do we do? Pouring was like, should I dive in to the pools or should I buy a bunch of heroes? And I was like, I'd probably dive into the pools, but not a bad time still yet to buy heroes. I wouldn't think. That kind of depends on new users coming in, development of the game, and things like that coming. It's coming, but in the short term, okay, I wouldn't be surprised a month from now, month and a half from now, we see a hero floor continue to dump because of all the new heroes coming in. And unless they can pull out their magic wand and do some better incentives for the dark summoning, we just might see the hero floor tank is my guess, if I had to guess. But in the real short term, we do have this summoning event still going to happen, going to come up for Serendale 2.0, which will create more demand for heroes, for summoning and dark summoning. Both will come. So that's bullish in the real short term. But in the month to 2 month to 3 month outlook, I could see hero floors coming back down to even below where it was a month ago, which is when the summoning events first started. Okay. I don't know. We do have some whales buying up some heroes, some floor heroes going into X Earn that we talked about. Okay. The other day, X Earn, I need to do a video just on X Earn because we talked about this. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Okay. In X Earn, there's a chat where guys are like willing to buy more heroes and you can sell heroes in bulk even. So on their Discord, you every once in a while, and I've been chatting with a guy, I'm just trying to figure it out because the guy I'm chatting with is only wanting floor heroes and he just looks at all heroes as floor heroes. The only thing he cares about is the level of the heroes. So like I've got tons of heroes with summons remaining and stuff. He's just going to value those the same. So it just kind of depends on who you connect with within the game. This is buy, sell hero pets. And this is buy, sell items, DFK hero buyer. Okay. So we have some activity happening in some of these different chats going on where you can buy and sell heroes and chat about it in DFK Earn. And I think they somehow can facilitate a mass sale of, say you want to sell 100 heroes. Like this is the guy I'm chatting with right now, buying heroes, 100 to 1,000. And I just got to figure out, so all he's looking for is floor crap heroes. He doesn't care about advanced abilities, rarity doesn't matter much to him, I don't think. And so, okay, so some of that's going on. So that's bullish in one sense. If more whales come in and buy up a bunch of heroes, and then what this guy does, he's just putting them in X Earn and letting them go to work for him. Doesn't have to give up his private keys. Okay, so yeah, on a macro scale, we definitely see a lot more better heroes that's come into existence, better rarity, better, on a large scale. But even though on a, one-to-one basis, it may not seem like the dark summoning really helped you much in the rarity chances, but it definitely does on a larger scale, right? So that's right. DFK fam sticks together, baby. So I don't know. I have so many heroes that I would like to have more liquidity in pools. So that's why I'm talking to the guy, just trying to get rid of some of I've got like 1,300 heroes. I was actually hoping that the dark summoning gave us enough incentive to where I would burn 2/3 of my heroes away and just be left with, kind of a more manageable pool of heroes that are more geared for PvP, but didn't happen. So I didn't do a ton of dark summoning, did some for sure. All right. I just didn't. I was running out of money too, right? Running out of crystal. I didn't want to just keep spending thousands upon thousands of crystal for all the summoning. That was one nice thing about the dark summon. It's cheaper. Okay. There was some people complaining that it should have even been free. I don't know about that. But maybe just the straight up fee for the dark summoning would be the burning of heroes. I don't know. Hey, oop freak. I love it. Aphex idea. What if DFK uses dark summoned heroes as day three rentals to onboard new players? Oh, 3-day. Hello. I'm so dyslexic. I literally read day 3, not 3-day rentals. To onboard new players. Hey, so they have that hero for 3 days and they can quest them away for free or whatever, get them onboarded. I love that idea. Aphex, great idea. To quest, duel with PvE, PvP, and then the heroes die. I like it. Onboard new players. That's right. Rusted Trust in the house. Zabu in the house. Let's show Grady some love. Hit that like button. I love it. Like, subscribe, bell button, comment. Yes. Aphex, I like that idea. Crypto Baby H. I like that idea. Yeah, Zabu, always on point. Okay, I like that idea. Always should be focused on growing user base. That's right. It's like the most important thing. Number one important thing for this channel. Okay. And nice. I love it. Okay. Pouring. We were just talking about you if you're popping in. I love it. How's it going, everyone? Yes. Burning for basic matches. That's right. So you want to burn matches for the abilities. Starbuck. Totally agree. And class mutations only. So you could burn crap heroes and still get a good hero out of that with hopefully hitting advanced class with advanced abilities. Okay. Rock. Yes. Rock, still Mr. Faithful. Does this man ever miss a single show? I don't know how this man does it. He does hours upon hours upon hours of streaming every single day without fail. Weekends, 7 days a week. The man is a machine. He doesn't ever slow down. Rock, my man. I love this guy. I can't wait for Miami. Miami's coming. We're going to want to totally team up. And anyone who's just jumping in, start over. I'd start the video over 1.5x speed. You'll catch up. It's still early enough. Jump in, baby. So Miami, my goal is to pin down Altcoin Daily like a butterfly in a killing board, baby, and get on his channel to talk DeFi Kingdoms, an exclusive show on Altcoin Daily's channel with 100,000 views just on DeFi Kingdoms. Can't wait. I hope that happens. Whew, that's my goal. We got to razzle them. We got to dazzle them. We got to pin down Altcoin Daily twins, the actors. There's a lot I can connect with because my daughter was an actor as well. Okay. That's a really long, crazy story. Hot take. I like new classes. Okay. Yeah. So new classes. That's more things we can talk about. Okay. We've talked about what to do with our Jewel. Definitely wouldn't be putting it into the jeweler right now. I'd be putting into Jewel USDC pool, or I guess you could just hold it. Maybe. I'd be putting it into that pool, just holding the jewel, having it ready for Serendale 2.0 launch. Wouldn't be going into the jeweler, right? And if you ever do go into the jeweler, you want to go in for, I would say it's either all or nothing. You don't go in for a year because you get a third of the rewards as if you go in for 3 years and you're still locking those tokens up for a long time. But it does make sense to go in for 2.5 years because that is right in the next halvening. That's like the perfect, like an average peak for the Bitcoin halvening cycle will be in 2.5 years. That totally makes sense. Okay, then in 2.5 years, you can pull out your jewel. And hopefully the market is like peaked at that point. You can sell. That makes a lot of sense. That's probably what I'm going to do for the Serendale 2.0 jeweler. Okay, I don't know how much jewel. I haven't made up my mind yet on how much jewel I'm going to put in for the jeweler on Serendale 2.0. But however much I put in, there will be probably for 2.5 years. Okay. Okay. So I love the new classes. Scholar is an interesting name, right? We thought Rock was talking about, we thought we were going to have like more like ninja, samurai, Asian type names, but we went with Scholar. And what was the other name? Okay, can't wait to see the advanced class. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the advanced class that you combine with Shapeshifter is something really cool, maybe like a samurai, or something. And then what is the elite class going to be as well? That's the question. But I like the other name. What's the name of the other hero? Scholar is such a funny name but I like it. I still like it. Okay. Sergeant, Filthy McNasty. Question for you, Grady. Serendale on Clayton. If you build it, they will come. How can we get those new players? Okay. So the number one thing in my mind is, well, let's just take a step back even from Clayton and the Asia market, because that's kind of a different conversation. The number one way we could get the most amount of players right back into the game is getting on I Am George, getting on Altcoin Daily, getting on BitBoy, getting on those channels and talking about the best team in all of crypto, the dream team, baby. Talking about the tokenomics and how awesome the team is, how they've handled the tokenomics, how they've handled their own pockets, their own wallets are just awesome. It's all transparent. Like Pinecone putting out those transparent, you can just see all the team's holdings, right, of Jewel and all the tokens and the pools and everything. It's just awesome how transparent they are, how bomb the whole project is, and getting the people to realize that this project is not dead, that Frisky Fox is not a scammer rug puller. It's actually quite the opposite. He looks out for the best interests of the community, even over his own best interests. You got Hubert Cumberdale. We talk about the genius of the project, the foundational genius of the product, the economics and the ecosystem. We talk about all that and the partnerships they have with Chainlink, with Wisdom Gaming, with Clayton. We talk about all these things. We get tens of thousands of users potentially to come back into the ecosystem. That's the number one goal for me, right? And then working on things like their messaging, right? Their marketing. And not, when I say marketing, I really just mean the messaging and the AMAs and things like that, because they're putting themselves out there doing the AMAs, which is awesome. Very few crypto projects are ever doing these kinds of things. They're not transparent. With all the FUD happening, from what I see out of the team, DeFi Kingdoms team is just rising. Like their bar just keeps rising. Their awesomeness keeps going up. And it just keeps, it's like being revealed before the world right now, how awesome the team is in comparison to almost all other crypto projects out there, in my opinion, if not almost all, really. Rock talks a lot about Sandbox. I'd be curious to know how they're doing, because their token really took a big fat dump here recently. I noticed, right, in my liquidity. That's like the only thing I have left, or just staking Sand tokens, and Sandbox now just making 11%. Dang it. And that value, man, I went in there thinking, yeah, it's going to be a couple grand, $1,500 worth of value, of sand tokens. Nope, $350 worth of value. Like, oh, I had sold a lot when sand was way up. Of course, any profit that I've ever taken in crypto is all long gone for the most part. Okay. Okay, now the next question, Sarge, on this question is, for me, how do we get the new Asian players in? Right? We got to definitely have someone on staff from Asia who is also a guy like me, who's not a nerdy, geek out engineer kind of guy, developer, a guy that's good at bringing the mojo, communicating well, having a YouTube channel, spreading the word, getting on the big Asian crypto channels or whatever that's out there. Okay, spreading the word that's already in. Clayton will hopefully help with that. That's huge there. So that's almost all you need. When it comes to marketing, okay, the only money you really need to spend for marketing is to reach out to the big YouTube influencers in the crypto space and sponsor, a portion of their channel to talk about the project. And I would love to do that. So that's going to be another thing I talk with Dreamer about. I would love to reach out to like Hustle, who has a crypto gaming channel, get on his channel, pay him to do it if we have to. And they're already somewhat fans of DeFi Kingdoms. Pay him to get on the channel and talk DeFi Kingdoms, baby. I hope, though, that I can connect with Altcoin Daily so well that, he just brings me on his channel where we don't have to like sponsor the channel. That's much, much better, because when they say it's a sponsor, a lot of people are turned off. They turn their ears off. I do a lot when I'm watching a YouTuber and it's a sponsored interview. Okay. And in those cases, I'm turned off, but still yet you could spend a little bit and do it. It's all on how it's worded, right? So even on how the sponsored part is worded, we'd want to be careful there. But so my actual goal with Altcoin Daily is to not get on there as a sponsored partner, but just to get on there and talk DeFi Kingdoms. We know they're a fan of the project. Yes, so stoked to see the new Advanced Elite Hero. Okay, my SSs are ready. What is SSs? SSs. Oh, shapeshifters. Those shapeshifters, baby. Yeah, rewatch from the beginning, Rock. Do it. Catch up. 1.75x speed, or 1.5x speed. I've been a little bit more ramped up here for this video. Yeah, hey, that's right. Levi would dive into those pools of Jello. My man, Levi, your one and only financial advisor right here on the chat, who actually is a financial advisor, and he's not even allowed to talk about crypto. Magic wands. That's right, Levi. Boom. Yes. So Levi has not been a big fan of crypto at all, ever. He's one of my best friends. We've gotten in lots of debates about it. I'm sure all this FTX FUD and all the crazy things that's happened this year has just really fueled his argument. Okay. Wish I could leave GIF comments. Okay. I've already aped into heroes. I'm doing pools with maybe USDC, AVAX, Jewel. Yeah. So I'm only in one pool, and that's the Jewel USDC pool right now. Levi would come on, just give it to us, Levi. Talk shit about crypto. I love it. Yeah, Levi would jump into the pool of Jello naked. You forgot to say naked, Levi. I'm here to distract. Homie Shady Grady, my best friend. That's right. I love it. I sent Amber the link to this live video. She's going to get on here and talk some shit too. Amber, I'm so sorry. I missed your birthday. It still kills me. Oh, missed you guys the other night too. Get on here. I hope she gets on. I love it. So fun. How's it going with Amber and Jim, baby? Hope they're doing okay. Okay. The more the merrier. So Levi, here's what we do. This is what we do. We're mindlessly irresponsible with all of our money. Do we pay our rent? No. Do we pay our mortgage? No. Do we sell everything we own? We scrounge up every last penny in that checking account. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just mindlessly, irresponsibly dive in to Jewel right now, baby. That's what we're doing. And that's why we see Jewel pumping. Jewel is pumping right now. Where is it at now? Just since I started the video. Let's see. I can't believe it. I was hoping to rebuy Jewel because I had sold some thinking the whole market was about to just absolutely collapse. I thought we'd see a $12 or $14,000 Bitcoin. The short liquidations actually have artificially driven the markets back up, right? Are we pumping a bunch of money into Jewel right now? Gosh, dang. I mean, it's certainly possible that Jewel just keeps pumping all the way up beyond $1, honestly. Like, I think that's really its fair price point, even in a terrible, terrible, worst case, crash down market, awful black swan market. I still look at Jewel being worth at least $1 in my brain. Especially, okay, just imagine how much Jewel is now locked up. We're yes, bulk sale floors to X earned. That's right. That's also an option, right? Okay, so we're going to see in a month or so 50 million Jewel or more, maybe 60 million Jewel locked up, okay, which is half of the supply of Jewel. Now, we are going to see some Jewel get dumped on the market. That's what we got to factor in. It's, what is it? 10% of all the locked Jewel is about to get dumped on the market, of which I don't know if a whole lot of that's going to be sold, but some of it probably will be sold. I don't know if that's going to create a ton of sell pressure, but it might. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk, 10%. And how much locked Jewel did we have? Didn't we have? We had like 300,000 or 280 or 290,000, 286,000. Maybe even it got close to 300,000. So that's like what? I mean, 300 million, actually, not thousand, million. Okay. We had close to 300 million Jewel locked. Might be more like 286 million Jewel locked. 10% of that's about to get unlocked, which is 26, 27 million is about to be unlocked. Is my math wrong? Am I thinking about that wrong? Yeah. Sell all your heroes, Grady, then resummon them all again. I love it, Link. Okay. So how much Jewel is about to get unlocked? Am I doing my math right? I feel like that's wrong. Okay, we've had over 100 million Jewel in existence, like supplied, current supplied, and almost 3x that was locked Jewel, or 2x that. No, almost triple that was in locked Jewel, of which a lot of people were concerned would be released onto the market over the next year, starting in September. Okay, but they didn't do that. They changed the tokenomics, which was a brilliant move, awesome move by the team that created, for the most part, a win-win for all of us. And if anyone lost the most, it's the team themselves that holds most of the locked Jewel. I want to say even close to 50% of all the locked Jewel is held by the team currently. The current active team, by the way, not team members that have also left, but the current active team holds the overwhelming majority, I think, compared to any other whale out there, is held by the team. So they did all that. So, and then, they posted those pictures of how much is locked versus unlocked. And for some reason, I thought we were getting a little more Jade and Crystal unlocked from the locked Jewel, but no Crystal. We are getting 44% of all the locked Jewel is going to locked Crystal. 40% of all the locked jewels going to locked jade. And I want to say 10 to 12% of that jewel, of the rest. Okay, that 44 plus 44 is 88. So that only leaves 12. So is it 10% of the remaining goes to unlocked jewel, or maybe 11% goes to just unlocked jewel, unlocked. And then the other 1 or 2% left over is jade, unlocked jade. Okay, that's what's coming. So how much of that? No, I want to say that it's only like, it's more like 15-ish million to 20 million is yet to be unlocked of jewel. Not like 28 million. Okay. People need to factor floor cost 2x. Yeah, plus the dark summon fee, right? Okay, I did 105. So Crypto Baby H just sold 105 heroes for 4,500 crystal, I think, and upped my pools, bought better stat Gen 1 10 out of 10s, and made a few more mythics, some orbs, and a few legendary. Nice, Crypto Baby H. So I've got a lot of chats to catch up here. My army of potatoes is precious to me. Okay, so Crypto Baby H, did you have to ignore, like, I've got tons of heroes, but I'm just trying to dump my worst heroes, but I've got a lot of Gen 1 10 out of 10s, and he's not factoring, or even 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10s. He's not factoring the summons at all. He doesn't care. So they're like lumped in the same price. So I don't know how to factor that, because I could just come in and probably get more selling them in the tavern, get with Helper, DFK Helper, by the way, which I am signed up for, but I haven't done anything with. You know, they will quest your heroes and then list them on the tavern and unlist them and quest them and then relist them for you, the bot. That is awesome. Yes. Okay. Amber. What's up, girl? Good to see you in the house. I love it. Okay. Yeah, rock. Amber is also one of my best friends with Levi. I love it. We've been talking about you already, Amber. We've been doing it. Okay. What about long-term reduction in C-Jewel earnings? Because new people will do less in Crystalvale and do more in Serendale, splitting their expenditures. So I'm thinking that Crystalvale will still be the predominant chain of the current users. If somehow Serendale creates a larger user base in Crystalvale, that will be, I'm thinking that will be because largely due to new players coming in from Asian market. So I still think, like in my mind, Crystalvale is their own blockchain. That's going to be their hub more than Serendale, even though Serendale sort of is also a hub because it's their first spot and it always kind of was their hub. But now it's kind of become Crystalvale. So but yeah, that's this risk right here that Rock talks about is all the more reason why not to go more into the jeweler at this time on Crystalvale. So a lot of the earnings in Crystalvale from the jeweler comes from summoning, comes from leveling up all the fees in the game. I don't know if any of it at all comes from duels. I don't think so. I wish I had Mr. Zipper in my back pocket, because I'm not exactly sure. I've heard that half of the crystal used in duels is burned. The other half goes into the questing fund. That's what I've heard, which is also great, but that doesn't help you in the jeweler. Also in the jeweler, 1/6 of all the trading fees go to the jeweler. from the DEX. What else? All the fees charged get sold into Jewel from the DEX, and the crystal, and more crystal is being burned as well. They increased that. They basically just made it sweeter to be in the jeweler for sure. Compared to where it was before, it's much, much better. More crystal is being burned, but we are going to have this massive, locked amount of crystal also coming in that will more. So mining and Crystalvale will matter more. It's another thing to consider. And then, which will mean more crystal is going to be unlocked. It's another thing to consider. Okay. Yeah, Starbuck. You mean matches with 4 possible mutations? Yeah, I think that's what he meant. RAF, baby, rock. It might reduce in the short term, but with parity, it will level over the long term, right? And so, really, we're banking on what we're all banking on being in this project. Why are we in it right now? The whole point of being in DeFi Kingdoms right now is that we believe in the team and what they're developing, and that they're going to put out an awesome product that tons of people want to come in and play. And so we're early adopters essentially in the game. That's why I say Jewel has an upside for a $20 billion market cap. Okay. If it goes a little bit more mainstream, it gets listed on something like Coinbase, Jewel, and that'll be another huge thing to bring in new players, because Coinbase has that learn and earn, where you can watch a video about a project and you get paid for watching the video. Okay, that's another good money being spent for marketing. Then you're quizzed on each video and you have to answer the questions correctly, or you don't get the Jewel. You don't get paid in that currency that you're doing the learn to earn. When that happens, it's just going to bring way more attention to the game. If Binance would do something similar, that would be cool. But just the fact of it being listed on those exchanges will get a lot more people into the game, because most of us come into the game as just like, we're just providing liquidity because we're degens and we see those juicy APRs. So we jump in the game. That's why we got in the first place. Then we realize one of the best teams in all of crypto, dream team of all dream teams, servants to the space, servants to the community. They're awesome. Not in spite of hearing the opposite, right? That they don't listen to the community and they're a rug pull and Frisky Fox is a scam and all the nonsense that has gotten out there. That's because of their messaging. If they would have handled that better, which most crypto projects don't handle it well either. So it's not like they're any worse than anyone else in the whole space. They're still actually really good at responding to those things and messaging and communicating with the ecosystem. It's just still could have been way, way, way better if you're asking me. All those things people realize how awesome a project it is, and they realize they can make money with their heroes. They're going to want to buy heroes and quest them and do the game and all kinds of stuff. And so the goal is, we're at 1,500 daily active users or something like that in the game, to get that up to 100,000 daily active users. Don't think it would take that much. We used to have tens of thousands. I think we at one point did get close to 100,000 daily active users in the game. That's why it used to be, if you look back a year ago from now, people watching DeFi Kingdoms videos had like 30, 40, 50, 60,000 views, okay, of DeFi Kingdoms videos a year ago. Even like smaller YouTube channels would get 10 and 20,000 views, okay, on this game. Now all those guys are gone. They're not talking about the game. It's just not talked about anymore. So that's the goal. Then once a whole bunch of player adoption comes in, we're going to see I think, very possibly a massive pump in this whole ecosystem, even potentially better than what we've seen in the past pump, okay, where it went from, I didn't realize it was like 1 penny. It went from like 1 penny to $22. That is just insane. Okay. In this case, we might see it go from like 14, 15 cents. I could see it go all the way up to $100+, $130, $140, $150, a 5 to 10 year outlook if it just keeps being awesome and expanding and actually being adopted, and the whole ecosystem continues to expand and developers continue to build more games upon like things like Fight Club and DFK Arena, different things happening that are the bomb. By the way, Fight Club is freaking awesome. I need to dive back more into that and do videos on Fight Club, because we can now, I think it's, I don't know if it's live yet. Raf, you could tell us, actually earning actual raffle tickets from just staking your heroes in Fight Club, or not even staking your heroes. Hang on, I correct that. You're not staking anything. All you do is create a loadout, right, of heroes, of your heroes. And every time your loadout of heroes gets used for the, you know, the playing of the game and they win, you actually win tickets, I think. I don't know if that's actually live yet. Okay. So as developers continue to develop things, we're going to have other games built on the blockchain of the DFK chain, other things happening, other games being developed, all this awesome things happening. Okay. It's just going to create a demand for heroes, a demand for items, a demand for jewel, a demand for crystal. Just, okay, I could easily, and then the actual game that Wisdom Gaming is working on with the team of DeFi Kingdoms being awesome. Eventually, who knows, like 3D type games like League of Legends type games could be developed on this. We could have a TV show off this game. All the lure, all the storylines could continue to expand. So many different things could happen, just like with League of Legends. They've got TV shows. They've got really good music and things happening, right? Just phenomenal music and marketing on their part with just like videos that are really cool to watch and entertaining to watch with good music. Helps bring tons of people into that game to play, because it's like, you know, gets you all inspired watching these short videos. Now they're making TV shows based off the game. This has all that upside to get millions of users. Has that upside. That's why we're in. I love it. I love it. Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms, perhaps. Although, if a person has 1,000 to put into DFK, they might now only spend 500 in crystal and 500 in jade rather than full 1,000 in crystal. Yeah. Right. So it will, you're right, Rock. It will divide the user base. Okay. For sure. But I don't know if a ton of people are planning on going, like leaving Crystalvale and just going back into Serendale full time. Like I'm a little bit, tiny bit nervous, and that, you know, that there could be that the fees might not be as good on Clayton and how that works. Like, we don't know how well and smooth the blockchain is. What we've got here in Crystalvale is such a smooth, awesome blockchain with hardly ever any problems, and it just always works. An awesome blockchain. So shout out to Avalanche on that. The Avalanche, which is another big partner, okay, they've got. So, you know, there's a little thing in my mind where we might be somewhat let down. You know, they might have to be working out kinks, possibly. You know, so just be ready for that. And that's normal and that's okay. I won't freak out. But we might realize that, you know, they got to work through some kinks on the chain. I hope not. And then, you know, it takes a little bit to smooth things out. I'm expecting parity to come maybe within the first week. Like full parity with the Stone Carver and summoning is going to be coming pretty quick, I think, because we're not going to be able to summon, I don't think, on day one. But we will. I'll definitely be sending over some heroes to start questing over there for sure. And just to check it out, I'm super pumped. I love it, Link. Once great created this channel, Jewel started pumping. Yeah, you know, we have one thing, we've made some bad calls, like on gold being the biggest one. And the other day, 1 week ago, I definitely thought the market would dump. It didn't. It pumped. That was another bad call. But we have nailed our calls, calling when Crystal pumped and Jewel had dumped. sell the Crystal into Jewel. When Crystal was at 40 cents, Jewel was at 18, 19, 20 cents. Okay. And then we saw Jewel pump, Crystal dump. Then we saw Crystal pump again and Jewel dump. And now we've seen Jewel pump. And, like we've been nailing that every time. Legionnaire. That's right. Pumped I like the name Legionnaire. I think that's cool, but it's not right. It's like Rock made the point. It's not your Asian type name. Okay. Been loading up on shapeshifters. A lot of people have. I have a feeling Jewel does a 2x from now until the 2.0 launch. Could be. AFEX, that could be. Even if part of it is how hard is the market going to dump? All these short liquidation squeezing is happening, and I think it's been artificially pumping the market. I don't know how many billions of dollars have literally been liquidated, but it's nuts. And that has artificially been pumping the market. Word of mouth is a big key to getting new players. Spread positivity on Twitter and keep talking about the game. That's right. Rock. Oh yeah, I would for sure take a balanced approach. Super short term, new investor might be best just going in for the gardens, right? Like Jewel and USDC is probably a better route to take with your Jewel than it is right now, especially right now on the the Crystalvale Gardens. And the jeweler. I would go in the gardens, not the jeweler. Okay, I think when Serendale launches, Crystal will pump because you won't be able to summon there out of the gate. Hey, yeah. I'm a little bit surprised, like Crystal's pumping today. Like I thought we'd see Crystal keep dumping. Yeah, I'm just shocked. Like just in the last couple hours, we've seen Jewel really pump. Last few hours, wasn't Jewel at like 22 cents earlier today, and now it's at 26.5 cents. It's crazy. Like, why all of a sudden now? It just doesn't make sense to me. And why isn't it already at $1? Also doesn't make sense to me. Okay. From Google, Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers, matches with the scholar. I speculate some kind of military strategist. I love it, Zabu. Ooh, Crypto Kong in the house. I love you, man. I love Crypto Kong. Token price and gameplay will onboard new players. That's right. A lot of people know what DFK and Jewel is. However, they remember the FUD. That's right. That's happened. But AFAX and I think alike. It's so weird. I need to have him on the channel. It's exactly my reasoning right there. They're going to just see the Jewel pumping. Like if Jewel goes back up to $1, for example, they're going to see that and realize, oh, what's going on in DeFi Kingdoms? Are they still going? What's going on? I got out of that project a year ago. I thought that project was dying. And then they're going to jump back in. That's right. And as they listen to some of the big YouTube channels, like if we can get on those YouTube channels, baby, trying to decide if I'm buying more Gen Zeros. Yeah, where's the floor at that? If anything, you can never go wrong buying more Gen Zeros. Reset. Let's look at Gen Zeros real quick. All right. Oh, I hate this. Drives me bonkers. Sometimes that helps. No. How do we do this, people? Okay. Yeah, man. Gen Zeros. Oh, is that the problemo? Let's get a little music going too. Got to have my music. Okay, so Gen Zeros. You're going to let me search. Yeah. Okay, did it. Okay, the floor down to 11,888. Some even got down in the 10,000 crystal range. Yeah, like level 9 and 10. You absolutely cannot go wrong here. Lego, that's a good buy. I'm sure it's a gardener, but too much emphasis on that, on the profession. Okay. Yeah, man, that's not a bad move. I need to build up more capital into my liquidity again, because I've just withered that down so much that I don't have much liquidity anymore. Game had a lot of users at one point, right? Bots were sniping heroes 20% under that floor in any class rarity. Yeah. I love it, Crypto Baby H. Okay, I think a lot of us started off in just the gardens and then thought, what the hell are the heroes all about? That's exactly right. Be easy. I love it. Hamburglar, which is AKA Amber Cheese. I love it. I love you guys. My next vid is probably going to be Clayton Clay Funds onboarding with new account. I love it. Great idea, Zabu. Everyone give this guy a follow and subscribe on his channel. Afex has a big channel too. Afex, you should do some Adventures in DFK content, baby. You do like a gaming, like a NFL gaming. I thought it was like a fantasy football channel, but I think it's like Madden gaming channel with like 17,000 followers or something. Levi, I love it. Yes. In Korean, smart Zabu. Yes. Oh, Zabu, can you speak Korean? Do you know Korean? Hell yeah, dude. Channel hardcore. Anyone who knows Korean, what do they speak in Singapore? What do they speak in Singapore? I'm 25 minutes behind on my comments. Goodness gracious. I love you, Amber. Okay, I'm just going to try and catch up. Miami, looking forward to it. Pay attention. Oh, pay attention to your fans. Okay, Levi. Okay. All right. Before we leave comments and seek your attention. The whole agent culture are really good and smart when it comes to theory crafting. So I feel like they will make heroes themselves from scratch. Gen Zeros or Gen 1s. Love it. Starbucks exactly need to look into maybe paid advertising campaign. See, talk to me about advertising, Zabu. Like people that, I mean, if you really understand marketing, that's cool, Zabu. If you really understand marketing, go for it. But a lot of people who don't understand marketing just think in their mind, okay, I need to fork out some money and market. Wrong approach, wrong idea. Okay. But if you already know what you're doing with marketing, cool. Organic growth over paid growth any day. Yes, Mr. Boombasta. Not all Asians are like that. Don't pay attention to anything Levi is ever saying. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. So there's that. Okay. Eating fried rice right now. Love it. Korean Ninja. Yes. Amber, need some fried rice. Love it. The newbies need to feel included immediately and have a place to grow with OGs providing training and learning tools. That's right. And not being exploited. We don't. So this whole idea that we had a big ecosystem, a while back where new people were basically just being exploited because all the tips and tricks were not out there. Right. And so newbies are getting burned coming in, and the secrets, like the top secrets, weren't shared by YouTubers. They kept it close to the vest to themselves because they didn't want that to spread. That's just toxic to the ecosystem. That's why I've drawn that line for myself. I'm going to always spread the alpha and really cater to new people, quickly bringing them up on the same level as OGs. All the tips and tricks. Okay. I don't even look at your comments, Levi. Okay, even with all the FUD going on the crypto markets, yeah, the energy, yeah, it's been awesome with DeFi Kingdoms because they're just standing out. DeFi Kingdoms is really standing out. It's awesome. Okay, do I think that Synapse Bridge will be congested? Right. So that's a good point. You might want to get some stuff over to the Clayton blockchain so you're ready to buy right away. When it happens, you might want to start getting stuff over there to the Clayton blockchain, which I should do right now even. Okay, the C-Jewel release saved the Jewel price from this FTX dump. Absolutely. Sure. And all the more bullish reasons, like it just doesn't even make sense Doesn't even make sense that Jewel is so low at all. So bridge USDC now to Clayton, so I don't have to bridge then, but Jewel may go way up in the meantime. Yep, you can just, I wonder, I'm guessing you can buy Jewel on Clayton blockchain. That's something to look into. Amber is naked and unafraid, not afraid. Okay. So Levi's on here to talk shit about crypto, the shit show of crypto that's been happening this entire last 6 months. You need to be more excited. Amber, love you either way. I love it. You need to read faster. I know. I'm behind. Mindlessly irresponsible, Levi. That's what we do here. You sell your wives. You sell your kids. You buy Jewel. That's what we do. We go to that tavern. We buy up all the heroes, baby. Okay. When one crypto goes to shit, somebody just makes up another one out of it. Thin air, solid sales pitch. That's right, Levi. Eleanor. What's up, Eleanor? What's up, Eleanor in the house, girlfriend? Hey, Hannah gets on the channel. She's actually on the show a lot. Hannah, my little girl, and Eleanor is like Amber's daughter. They're like besties. I love it. All right. Drip. We got Drip in the house. What's going on? Someone from the Drip ecosystem. I love it. Yeah, the price of Jewel right now, it's pumping. It's crazy. Keeps going up. 26, almost 26 and a half cents. It's crazy. I don't even know why today. Okay, 28.2 million. So nothing much has been added. I know, a lot of the short-term stakers are probably having it come out. A lot probably is going to come back out also, which will help on the fees as well. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get kicked in the shin next time. Right, Levi. From Eleanor. Love you, girlfriend. Eleanor. Got to get you on the channel. I love it. Okay, over 500,000 jewels been burned, baby. I love it. Okay, so also the 28 million is locked for 3 years. Is it 28 million locked? I don't think 28 million is locked for 3 years. Right. How do you sell? But I think a decent amount of the locked jewel was for like 21 days. People doing that. Gemini pause withdrawals. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I couldn't even log in last I tried. I don't have hardly anything on there, but I do have a little bit on Gemini. Damn. Dude, that's a big deal. If Gemini pause withdrawals on their earn program, ooh, that is not good. Love it. Rocks caught up. AFAX. Okay, yeah. Jewel stablecoin first step to $1. That's right. I don't understand why it's not already $1 and hasn't been at $1 for the last several weeks. Yes, Dr. Evil GIF with his pinky on the side of his mouth. I love it, Levi. Okay. Man, I'm so behind still. Around 4,000 jewel burn daily. That's right, Vibes. That's right, Vibes. I freaking love it. Just remember, guys, we were once a blue chip project. A major news websites like Yahoo were talking about us. No reason we don't get back to blue chip status after all the hard work the team's doing. That's right. It's coming, baby. I love it. Zelf in the house. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, like 12 million left to unlock. Okay, 12 million. Oh, 12. Okay, 12 million jewel will be getting dumped on the market. That is a little something to consider. I don't think a ton of that will be sold, but there will be some sell pressure from that. Okay, none of yours had summons left. You had that many with 0 summons. Wow, Crypto Baby H. I just have so many. And I don't have a whole lot of 0 summons heroes remaining that are either basic or uncommon, basic or like common or uncommon that don't have advanced abilities. Crazy. Okay. I always enjoying being at the taverns. Amber. Hey, then DeFi Kingdoms is perfect for you. It's right here. Look at it. We're in the tavern right now as we speak. Oh yeah. We got all kinds of activity going on right here. Oh yeah, baby. You can get you some brew, some magic bean juice. We got this girl down here saying, on my ride back to Vithraven, I cleared out a goblin encampment. Interesting. When all this is said and done, I counted 23 heads, but I could only fit 12 into my mount, so I left the rest for the crows. This is like one of the most interesting little side comments in this whole game. First, goblin encampment. Okay. And this dragon thing. Anyways, okay. Okay. Oh, baby. Yes. Lucky Duck in the house. Love you. Hey, Eric's here. EREXERE stands for Eric's here. I love it. That's right. User adoption. I love it. Good to get confirmation. Yes. Shapeshifter pets. Thanks. Thanks, Coinbase, for the free jewel. Yes, that'll be huge. How many jewel are tied up, abandoned? And yeah, there's tons of jewel that is still just in tons of Gen Zeros and tons of assets still on Serendale 1.0. It's crazy. That's because people don't realize you lose your wallets, you lose your keys. You can just a lot more crypto has been lost than has been hacked or stolen or whatever. Lost or stolen, like from someone else getting your keys. It's just as dangerous, I would say, than putting your funds right now into like Binance or Coinbase. Okay. Because there's not nearly enough talk about how to properly be your own custodian in crypto. That's like, you got to do that right. Okay. Ethereum 7 years ago was 43 cents. That's right, baby. 43 cents. Now at a terrible low, it's down to $1,250. Okay. So I actually could see $1,000 jewel, and I could see $100,000 Ethereum in the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. With all the Ethereum being burned and all the mechanics there. Okay, wow, there's still 3.5 million jewel on Harmony. That's unbelievable. It's just like forgotten about? Philip, I wonder. So Philip seems to be like a guru. I love having guru guys in my back pocket who just knows all the stats. You can just ask like Mr. Zipper anything and just boom, he knows. I love it. Okay. This is such excellent stuff to listen to while I'm doing house chores. I love you, Levi. BNB bottom was 4 cents. All-time high was pushing $700, baby. $700. I sold some of my BNB over $600, and I bought it at 79 cents. That's my all-time gainer right there. Of course, all is gone now. Okay. Love the big dreams, brother. Love you, Levi and Amber. I love you guys. I sure hope Amber and, I sure hope she got the shout out there. Okay. Clay is cheaper and smoother than DFK chain. Really? The fees aren't cheaper, are they? Are the fees going to be cheaper? Like their average transaction per second is not better. Last I checked, but who knows? They may have done several upgrades. So I wondered, even with their transaction per second capabilities, it seemed like I wasn't sure how that was going to go down. Yes, Eleanor, age 6, got a shout out. I hope she saw that. I love how Grady emphasizes the S in awesome when he says it. Oh, man. Okay. Coming. I'm catching up. Isn't the total supply of jewel 500 million being cut into 125 million? That is exactly right. There's only ever going to be a max of 125 million, which there will never be 125 million jewel because we've already had 500,000 burned. So when the rest gets released, that other 10% of locked jewel, that's going to equal up to 124.5 million jewel, and no more jewel is ever being minted anymore. And just all the tokenomics behind the jeweler, all the different things, like it just doesn't make sense why it's not already way past $1. But just keep that in mind that we're going to have like 12 million or so ish locked jewel being dumped onto the market, because the circulating supply right now is like 112 million right now circulating supply. So the rest is coming from that locked jewel. That's how that's working. Fundamentally speaking, we should have an automatic 3x on jewel. However, the unknown variable is how many jewel whales are going to dump their bags. Yes, Steve, that's right. So anytime I think of jewel now, even though it's not there yet, when I see one jewel, I think $1 already. I just think I'm waiting for that to come in advance, because I think it will in the not too distant future. Okay, without FTX crisis, Jewel and Crystal, would be mooning. Absolutely, everything would be. When are we going to be able to search on visuals in the tavern? Yes, good point. That's right. Let's go. I like the meditation circle music. We need to reach our zen on what should we do. So what I've been doing here and there, I'll just put in like $50 into Jewel. I've been dollar cost averaging in little bits, and then I put it into the Jewel USDC pool. Okay, by Gen Zeros, it's like getting a tattoo. Yes, you have to get more. Summoning is so addicting. I love it. Link, that's right. Okay, we're getting close to live, I think. It takes me fewer to find the perfect phoenix to grow with my butterflies. What are we talking? We're speaking in riddles now, Crypto Baby H. Ooh, she's the woman speaking in riddles. Here we go. Are we going to have a phoenix? Maybe the new elite class is a phoenix? How about that? English and Mandarin. Okay, Mandarin in Singapore. Interesting, Brandon. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Madden stuff. He does Madden. Aphex, you need to do some DeFi Kingdom stuff. That's what you need to do. Benny Wan in the house. We speak English and Maz, which I'm guessing. So Benny Wan. Shout out to Benny Wan, who's actually in Singapore. Okay, so pumped for this game. This whole community is so pumped to bring Singapore and Clayton blockchain into the house, baby, for DeFi Kingdoms. So exciting. I love it. I'm looking for a Korean voiceover actress. Oh, really? Seriously? A Korean voiceover actress. I love it. I did an onboarding video with Avalanche and Korean text to speech with a Fiverr native speaker. Genius. I love it. Like mic drop right there. Legend. That's right, Lucky Duck. That is legend status. Eleanor went to bed because I'm so far behind. You're killing me. I'm sorry. I even had people messaging me like Crypto Baby H. Look, you're 25 minutes behind on your comments. Okay, we need to show the Korean community what an amazing project and community we have here. That's right, Zabu. She closed her eyes. Are you guys hanging out again tonight, Levi, you and Amber? Okay, knowing her hero, Grady Gamble, let her down. That's right. Eleanor's hero, Grady Gamble, let her down. I know it. I had a dream one time that I walked her down the aisle for her wedding. No kidding. Eleanor, I love it. Okay, Link. I've been in DFK for 10 months. I've seen a lot of DFK, like the Frisky Fox incident, Harmony hack, etc. If funds are managed correctly, DFK will succeed. They are in a good path. Yeah, that's right, Steve. Shout out to Steve, baby. I love it. Yeah, it's wild. We've gone through all the SHIT we've gone through. Thank God this isn't hurting them, this FTX stuff. They're not tied. Now, the next question is, but I did hear that Clayton had some in FTX, but nothing, I guess, apparently nothing super significant. Okay. And I'm wondering if any other house of cards could potentially fall that could impact Avalanche, DFK chain, DeFi Kingdoms, or Clayton, or Wisdom Gaming, or whoever else that they're partnered with. Synapse Bridge is another thing to consider. Okay. Things can affect those, but But the team actually made an announcement saying that there is no significant impact to any of their partners. That was a nice announcement that they put out. Grady, do not get me started on Lure. Ooh, that's why I want you on the channel. You can just, so Crypto Baby H has like, she could just go on for 80 hours straight of all the stuff in her brain that she could just unload onto this channel. And she also has the Unity Guild, by the way, which is right in the description below. And okay, so you can sign up, go be a part of the Unity Guild that helps new people come into the game. That's why I love the Unity Guild. You can get a mentor or you can be a mentor. If you're new to the game, you can get a mentor to actually like hold your hand through even getting a MetaMask wallet set up and everything. More beginner stuff is going to be coming, though, I think, for this game. Yes, planning to do my vids in Spanish. I love it. There is like a couple Spanish DeFi Kingdoms channels out there, I believe. I love it. Shout out to all that. Baby. Yes. Really hope there's someone in the DFK team that's like a PR person for the Korean community. That's right. Yes, me too. Born to Die 007, Mr. Wizard on the freaking keyboards, making us all jealous of his mad skills. Mr. Zipper. I'm pumped, man. I love Mr. Zipper. So pumped that he's on the team. He's like the DFK encyclopedia, walking encyclopedia for DFK. Crypto Baby H, awesome. I'm caught up, by the way. I love it. I really need to be more active in Unity. Yes, me too. Like, I'm so busy. I miss everything. I'm not active in anything because I'm sitting here, even with me turning off most of my notifications, my phone is still like, I'm trying to sleep. So it's just like nuts. I keep having to. Yes, Legionnaires. I love it. Noonie in the house, baby. Noonie and Crypto Baby H. Noonie is really active on the Unity Guild. RK3 in the house. Okay, I think that sums it up. We're already an hour and 27 minutes in. I love you guys. Born to Die 007 is like my hero. You combine Born to Die 007 with Mr. Zipper, the dream team. I could see if I combined forces with Born to Die 007, we would overtake planet Earth. Absolutely. Or if he just joined the DFK team. There's all kinds of potential for this guy with this project because it's awesome. DFK Quester, baby. I love it. Rock. Woot. Love you too. Worm. Sir Worm, the most generous guy in the game. I love you. Rock. I love you. I'm caught up. Let's go. Anything else? I love you guys. Born to Die, Crypto Baby H, Noonie, Rock, Sir Worm, Darrow Evil, baby. I love you guys. Zabu, I saw your intro to DFK videos in Korean and Spanish. Great start. I love it. Dude, like Zabu is our new hero. Is Zabu not our new hero? Zabu is just the bomb. He also like connected with Workhorse, Pervy Sage, baby. Yes. I love this. Love you guys. Best team, best community, dream team, best crypto project. DeFi Kingdoms, baby. So many good things coming this way. Be careful out there, party people. Be careful. Be careful. I love seeing. Hey, look at what he did. He did it. He Born to Die double freaking 07. He did it. I told him he needed to add these extra 2 decimal points, and he did it. Like live on the show. This guy, I'm telling you, is a beast of a man, a beast of a developing man, right here in our presence. Born to Die 007. He's got more decks than an Archer. He's got more strength than a Dread Knight and a Dark Knight combined when it comes to his mad skills on the keyboard. He's got more wisdom and more intelligence than a Sage and Summoner combined. Ooh, this man, Born to Die 007. He's got more luck than a thief. More luck than a thief. Actually, the man doesn't even need luck. He's low on luck because of his mad skills. He don't need no luck. He's got more vitality than a paladin, baby. More endurance than a paladin. Our man, born to die, 007. Hey, Smash TG. Here's what's up. I'm wrapping up the video. Love you, though. Shout out. Start this video over. 1.5x speed, 1.75x speed, baby. Let's go. I love you guys. I'll still be on the chat, so if the chat keeps going, I'll still be here. Best team, best project, best community of developers. Best developers developing of any community with on top of a project, baby, in this ecosystem. Best community, best team, best project in all of crypto. I love it. I love it. Yes. Zabu, you're becoming a legend. Just that idea is brilliant. Best community right here. Love you guys. Crypto Grady out.